What's up?
What's up with it?
We can't hear you, Ken. Where you at? Yeah, we
Can't hear you, dog.
we always can hear you. What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
we go.
We good
Okay, there
now.
we go. We in there.
We
We in there.
good
We in
Yeah.
there.
now. You know what
We
I'm
can't do
saying?
much
We
with you
good
quiet.
now. All right. Y'all already know. We got the vibes going. New week, new heat. We got Trisha Michelle. We got Benji Banks. We got Big Ken. It's the fire session. Let's light this thing up.
Yes, Benji
Yeah.
got rid of that Oregon Trail sickness. He's here. He's back. He's doing a little better.
I mean, I'm feeling a little better, but I'm still kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of feeling it. NyQuil. Shout out to NyQuil. I mean, maybe they give your boy a sponsorship or something.
That's that I ain't
They
no
NyQuil
whippersnapper no more.
Max.
Yeah, you definitely need a sponsorship as many times as you've been sick in the past few months.
Tell him.
Man. Listen.
Sponsored
When you
by NyQuil.
sponsored by NyQuil Max up in this joint.
Now you need
You get what I'm
some
saying?
vitamins.
I mean, listen. I take vitamins galore, but the problem is I'm hard headed when it comes to taking a shower, getting up in the morning, heading out the door, full hair wet, blah blah, blah, like I'm superhuman, and I know it's gonna hit me. I just be like, whatever,
You're
and
old,
just be
sir.
going on about my day.
You're
But
old.
Yeah.
You're old now.
I mean,
Can't do that.
folks is getting up there close to 50. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know why. I always know it's gonna happen. And I take my vitamin C, my Vitality C, my Emergency, you name it, your elderberry. You check my cabinet, and I'm telling you, we floating like we a holistic doctor out in this joint.
And
Man,
it
you might
still
need to
didn't
go
work,
on.
you see?
Yeah, you at facts. You might need to go back and get you some Flintstones vitamins.
I was just gonna say, you just need to take it back to old school
Yeah, you need to
and
get you
cut
the
the shower out. No
Flintstones.
one showers and goes into the cold. That's just like when you get done with a game and you hot and sweating and it's cold outside. You gotta put your sweater on still, even if
Supposed
you're
to
hot
wrap
because
up.
your pores is open. You can't do that.
And then after praise and worship on Sunday, your boy, you know what I'm saying, we be putting in work and we do 2 services. And I can't lie. Boy be sweating from head to toe. And I keep telling myself, dude, bring a change of shirt. You know what I'm saying? So you can
Nothing
change
like
out of
that.
that joint. Yeah, we be going in. I ain't gonna even lie to you. And I know it's gonna happen. That's why your boy sound, throat a little bit, you know what I'm saying,
Sound the same to me.
I mean,
Toe up.
what I'm saying? Ooh,
All
me.
right, we definitely don't need that. So yeah,
Say,
we gonna mosey on, y'all. Y'all tapped in. We have another dope episode for you. We got a few hot topics. We got some interesting questions, and of course, our Bro Chronicles. But before we jump into the fire, we gotta do our usual and make sure people is good out here in these streets. Trisha Michelle, you good?
I'm good now. I'm telling my niece to cut that out now, calling me. But no, I'm good, man. My little sister is flying in. She coming in. She'll be here tonight.
what?
That's always fun. Hold on.
Hold on. Does she be bullying you or do you be bullying her?
No, I
What's
said
the
my little sister. And there's no bullying. I'm like a mama to her.
Okay.
So there's no bullying. Hold on real quick. There we go. So yeah, no bullying, but she's coming through. I'm like, I was the mom for her when she was younger, and so we real close. And it's just she coming to hang, she coming to see dad. She bringing my niece. She gonna stay for a few days. We're gonna do a couple of outings, and then we're gonna cook later on, and we're gonna hang and have some fun. So it's gonna
That's
be a
dope.
good week around here. Good vibes.
That's
Yeah,
dope. I dig
yeah.
that. I dig that.
Yeah, it's always good to have fam around, man. Especially the fam that you get along with and you have a good time with. That's always a good thing because
Yes,
Facts.
some
Facts.
exactly.
folk got family that they don't get along with, and
Ooh,
yeah,
I like these Negroes.
yeah, that's terrible. I'm glad I don't have that problem. Shout out to my family. Uh, I think everybody loves Big Ken. You know what I'm saying? Like the worst, like the reception is usually warm when I come to places where the fam is on both sides. So I like to think I'm welcome. So shout out to them for sure, for sure. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. You good, my guy?
I mean, I'm good. You get what I'm saying? No complaints. Got, plate plate just full, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, on Thursday. Got a lot going on. You know what I'm talking about? new restaurant, new website, wholesale website for beauty supplies, a store, ministry, children and prom dates and birthdays. It's funny because right around this October time, it seems like everybody's birthday. My wife, mine, my youngest son's birthday. Just a whole bunch going on. You get what I'm saying? So the plate is full. Getting up extra early in life these days and stepping out into the cold as if your boy, you know what I'm saying, don't need a beanie or something on. But other than that, we straight out here.
All right, all right. It's always good to know, man. Yeah, the week is flowing, man. Since
It
I changed
is.
my work schedule, man, and I'm off every Monday. These 3-day weekends are amazing. So I'm always usually in a pretty good headspace. You know what I'm saying? That extra day of rest. Of course, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm smoking not only a ham but a
What? Wait, wait,
turkey.
wait! You smoking?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I smoke. I talked about this
You?
before, where I smoke meat on the grill.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I thought you was talking about you was finna, you know what I'm saying, fire up something. You know what I'm
no,
Now
saying?
you know Ken better than that.
definitely. I've never smoked anything in my life. No
Mhm.
cigarettes, no weed, no nothing. So yeah, I don't partake. But hey, if you do, go right ahead.
Do
You know what I'm
you?
saying? Do you? But
Right.
yeah. So I usually am responsible for smoking the ham. But this year, we received an extra turkey, so I'm gonna throw that turkey on first, and
Nice.
see what kind of magic I can work with that, and and see what that's popping, and then hook the ham up. And I said, as of 2026. I'm gonna just, man, your boy gonna X that pork out his diet, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the next evolution. I'm gonna keep going with this
Oh,
intermittent fasting and keep adding layers to it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Get back in the gym like I'm supposed to. Just keep adding, just to see, you know what I'm saying, what kind of way I can maximize my results. You know what I'm saying? So,
what
uh,
you wait, wait? You finna give up the bacon?
yeah, I don't I
Divine
don't
swine.
I don't consume a lot of pork anyway, like on a regular
Right,
basis. Like I don't eat a lot of pork anyway, so it won't be that hard, bro. I mean, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, for me.
right.
So,
I'm not even
um,
gonna lie. Neither do I, honestly. Every
yeah,
once in a while I
Yeah.
might have a bacon included breakfast, but sometimes I don't.
yeah, yeah. Most of the time, the only
I
time I
haven't
have,
eaten it in forever, so I mean, folks were saying the
Yeah.
same thing back when I was trying but ready to give it up, which was in about 30, 31. Like
yeah,
it's gonna be hard for you. No, it ain't.
yeah,
Yeah. Not if
You'll
you
be
don't really use it like that
fine.
anyway.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
it's not a big deal. But yeah. So we got all this Thanksgiving talk we gonna hop into. But before we do that, I had a couple of random questions that I just came across or came up with along the way. In between episodes, your boy read a lot and see a lot online, and I'm like, man,
Mm.
I need to take this to my people to ask my people about this. So today we got one dating question that I thought about
Hmm.
in conversation, and the other I stumbled across on X, aka Twitter. So let's start with the latter first. Let's start with the question that I stumbled on Twitter. The question is, do ugly people know that they're ugly? Right? The guy responded to that question and said, "Men do, women don't." So
Yeah.
I was gonna ask y'all, does that sound like it's true to you, Tristan Michelle? Does that sound like it's true? Men know they ugly, but women don't.
I don't I don't think it's gender specific. I think that they know they're ugly. Cause there's no way you could look at something and think that's why I'm looking. I'm looking fly like that too. Like I'm fine. Like you definitely know there's some things that look a little different about you. You
Mhm.
know if there's some things that are, but there's a delusion. So that will exist within a person's mind that either they created or some person out there creates. Because men create delusion with women, and women create the delusion with the men that don't look the best. And then
Mhm.
from there, once they've been delusional, they live in that delusion and they no longer think they're ugly, but they're in fact still ugly. But they know this from the beginning, I believe. I don't believe that women don't
Oh
think
no.
so and men do. No, I think there's a lot of men that will come up They just gonna throw on confidence because they know that that's what they got to make somebody laugh and throw some confidence because you ugly. So you got to do a little bit more elsewhere. They know.
I
Mm,
They know.
mean,
I don't know.
I
Go
think.
ahead, Benji. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna start it off by saying this. There's a quote that I used to hear in the streets that said, "If you ain't the ish to yourself, you ain't to nobody else." So, with that being said, in a lot of cases, we don't tell girls that they ugly. And I don't know if your mom or your daddy, my uncle used to say every monkey loves his own. So I don't see somebody saying to that baby girl, baby, you ugly. You get what I'm saying? So she kind of comes up, believing what I'm saying, she all that in the bag of chips. And that has a lot to do with area code. Because if you come in, you think you a 10 down in the crevices of Alabama, and you come out to California, you know what I'm saying? You might get or Florida, you might get a little, a taste of reality, so to speak. So depending on area code, but I just can't imagine somebody saying to their daughter, baby, you ugly on a consistent basis. Now, for a boy, because we got roasted more, especially me, we had this conversation before. They used to call me ET. You got to understand. I was an ugly little fella, and I showed y'all the pictures. I was called ugly on a consistent basis. So I lived with that and knew that I was ugly because I had a reality check with myself. I knew I was ugly. But as you grow and you mature, you know what I'm saying? Your facial features start to pop out. You still believe you ugly. But I don't believe a woman looks in the mirror and considers herself ugly. Because there's a lot of audacity going on social media right now. I'm talking about big women, skinny women, fat, fat faced women, all kind of stuff going on. And she has the unmitigated gall to be pushing men to the side like she cute. And I have a problem with that. So I think that there's an issue there that I think we got to really kind of, deal with because, yeah, it's a little wild out here in these streets.
Man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. When I read this, and then I read the replies, and then I stumbled across that reply, I think it's true. I think it's true, man. I think men, like you said, men are usually told they're ugly. Not many men are telling women that they're ugly. They just reject them. They don't tell them they're
Right,
ugly. They just
right.
reject them. And some men don't reject them. Even an ugly woman, you know what I'm saying? A dude wants
She
to be
getting hit
physical.
too.
Yeah, wants to be physical with her. So she feels some type of attraction. Where on the other hand, if a dude is ugly, women won't touch him at all. So I think it's a little bit different when it comes to that. So is he right? In some cases, maybe, but the overarching, you know what I'm saying, reply to that, I think there might be some validity to it, right? Because
I
of
mean,
the like I just said, women will tell a guy he's ugly. Dudes
in
ain't
a minute.
telling a chick that they ugly.
Y'all must
And
not been around dudes that tell chicks that they ugly. Cause
No,
there's
I
dudes that
mean,
definitely tell chicks that
no,
they
I mean
ugly.
they will. Dudes will
no,
tell chicks that they ugly, but most dudes won't. Especially, I'll say this: in the South, that's definitely not going to happen because we have more of a
gentleman culture.
gentlemanly
Yeah,
quality or approach to things. So it's like if we're not going to talk to that young lady because she's not aesthetically pleasing to us, we're not going to tell her she's ugly. We're just going to reject her and keep it moving, right?
So it does. So
right.
down south and in Midwest, they have more likely to be delusional because in California, since men
Oh,
believe
yeah,
that
you
there's
get
so
told out here.
much, you get told out here. You get
Yeah,
talked
you get
about.
told out here.
You get told you ugly. You get told you fat. You get told you walking on cloud nine, thinking you somebody and you ain't it. You get talked about when you're young. You get talked about in school and get made up by boys and girls. Out here. You are humbled at the
Nah,
beginning of
Cali,
your
that
very
is
little
fact.
young lifehood. That's why I'm sitting here like, no, I've seen kids do it to the little girls. I've I don't know what parents is telling their daughters they're ugly or their sons they're ugly. So I don't know that part when you was talking about mom a kid
Yeah,
telling they
it's some
yeah.
mamas out here telling these little boys, you know what I'm
But
saying? You baby, you ain't the best looking, but we
You
gonna
ugly.
dress you nice and we gonna make sure you have some confidence.
whatever
Right.
mama's doing that is probably telling her daughter the same thing too. If it came out the same mama. If she is like that, then she's a wild one. Because that's some other things wrong with her. Because I would never tell any of my kids that. Because I'm supposed to be the one to help them out. Like I'm not gonna be like, well,
There's
you ain't best looking. Like that's so
there's some
horrible.
there's
Well,
some
do you
But
want to lie
audacity
to
out
them
here. You
though?
watch
That's
these pop the balloon
I'm not gonna lie
photos.
to him, but I'm not gonna tell him that. Like, I'm not gonna tell him that. Like, you ain't the best looking.
Boy,
okay. Well, how do you
I
approach
was
it then?
called ugly.
How do you
You
approach it?
first of all, that was a different little life for you. But first of all, I'm not coming to them to talk about their looks. I'm gonna talk to them about how they're supposed to come dressed, how they're supposed to come groomed. I'm not gonna be like you're cute or ugly or not the best looking. And I'm not coming about you are everything that you deserve and need to be in life. You are enough. That's all I'm ever gonna say. I'm never gonna talk about looks if they ain't got it as far as looks. I'm never gonna talk about that
Well,
ever.
Right.
well, see, I think that's the other side of it, right? If you don't talk about it, it's like the elephant in the room
Right.
because
No.
if they're hearing other people talk about if you got a cousin say and they're the same age range and you keep hearing the cousin being complimented or people keep talking about how handsome he is and they never tell you how handsome you are, I mean, it's gonna be obvious that you not handsome, of course, to their standard because they never telling you that, but they telling him that.
Hey.
Right.
Stop trying to be validated by compliments. And the handsome cousin probably the one that ain't got shit going for himself. So let's just worry about what matters. Let's worry about what matters.
Well, I mean, hey,
The
it's one of
struggle
those.
bus is real.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man, that starts out in childhood and follows you into adulthood because it develops your confidence and things that you are self-conscious about if it's something
Yeah.
that you feel like you have a shortcoming of it, and that trickles over into you dating, right? So
Right.
when I asked about this question, the first question, do people know that they're ugly? And it also follows into the second question that I have, right? So the person asks, do you feel like folks having a type is usually their detriment when actually dating or searching for their mate? Because again, the characteristics come into play, right? If you have women out there, and shout out to I got a homegirl on my timeline who I talk about on this show here and there. I ain't gonna name no names, but she says she don't like light skinned guys ever.
Mhm.
She want a dark skinned man, but she don't have a man. She can't, and she always talk about she looking for one. And this has been for years that she been looking for a man. So it's like it's no knock to her, but it's like a lot of people like that where they talk about what they're looking for and they can't find a man, but in the same sense, in the same sense, you're talking about what you're looking for. I also posted an article today. They talk about women looking for a guy that's 6 foot tall. You know how
Yeah.
many guys are 6 foot tall? Not many. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like in the
What is it, like
percentages.
15% or something like that, right?
No, they said for 6 foot tall, that's usually in the 1 or 2% of the males worldwide. Six
Right.
foot tall. So you're looking for a guy in the 1 or 2%, and you have 50% of the women looking for 1 or 2% of the guys.
Right.
That's the math ain't gonna math. So
Right. That's
so
when that's when they end up sharing. That's what and they don't know they're sharing
Well,
for the
that's
most
what we
part.
talked about before. You're gonna have to if you're looking for the same guy. So Trisha Michelle, what you feel about that? Like, do you think people having these type requirements on, what I'm saying, like them having a certain type that they're actually dating or looking forward to is the reason why they can't find nobody?
Um, I think it's a part of the problem. Yeah. I mean, because then they're like you said, especially if they're looking for 6 foot, then you take yourself down to that 1 to 2%. And then now you also got to find somebody that has morals, values, that ain't gonna cheat, that has some ambition, that he's 6 foot, but do he look good? Like you cut it down to like this little group that you have to work through, which some of them, most of them are probably taken or whatever the case may be, right? So yeah. Only light skin, whatever. Like, yeah, you cheating yourself. Um, yeah. so it's a part of it. So you it's all these other things. Because then they not only have that, then they got you got to make this much, you got to do this, you got to do that. So all these different things that they want in a person, which is fine. That you like what you like, but just understand that you probably don't have what you want because of you have so many things that they need to be, have, look, or need. Like it's just you're doing a lot. So yeah, you might be blocking your blessings a little bit. And I'm not saying don't have none, because you definitely need to have some standards on appearance, needs, and whatever. Yes, but it strict stuff like height, maybe you need to wiggle a little bit. Maybe he could be 5'11". I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's really what it is. Like you're gonna have to be okay with conceding on some of the things on your list, right? You can
Mhm.
have a top 5, a top 10, and you're gonna have to realize that if you got 10 requirements, probably at best somebody gonna meet 6 out of the
Right.
10. So you can't be looking for 10 out of 10 because what they say they want a guy they want a guy that have at least 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The guy that be at least 6 foot tall, making 6 figures with at least 6 in his
Right.
pants. That's 1%. That's 1%.
Yeah.
So if all of y'all are looking for the same guy, guess what? Like Benji said, somebody's sharing.
Somebody
Pretty
sharing.
much.
So I mean, and I think that people have to get back to first of all finding somebody that you can be cool with, somebody who you can be a friend to,
Yes.
and develop that foundation, and somebody who's just a good person.
Right.
Then start looking at what I'm saying, the qualities. Now I understand that you're going to be attracted to what you see, right?
Right.
But I think, to me, I think the fact that people have become so enamored with what they see, especially because social media, and usually that's all you see, and whatever you see of them personality wise is who they portray to be on social media.
Right.
So the really only thing you can do is go by what you see, but you can't even do that no more because people using AI pictures and taking compliments on them like they really them.
Yeah.
Filters is wild.
I know somebody on
Filters
my
don't
social media that's doing that, and I can't
No,
stand when she posts. I just be
I'm
like,
like, you really gonna
filters
keep?
don't run amok.
But it ain't
like
even the
it's
filters, Benji.
so AI. It's
It's the
legit AI.
AI.
It'll be her,
They
but it's AI, and
yes.
I'm looking at it like it's just so heavily animated, so to speak, in your look. And she gets likes on it, and you actually got a caption. You actually like cut this out, or just please let us. We know, because I know. So if I know, half your people know this is AI. This is
The
AI.
ro- I'm telling you, robot's gonna make a lot of folks expendable.
There you go.
Yeah, and I
Fleshy,
know. Here he go, man.
touchy, fleshy.
Yeah, this guy. He's like, yeah, the
All right.
robots. Yeah.
Shout out to Ashanti Powell, man. She said nobody will ever check off every bucket list. You have to find someone that has to at least align with some of your values and morals instead of the physical attributes.
I
Exactly.
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
That's really the basis of it, because you're never going to find somebody who meets all the requirements, because like Trisha Michelle said, if you find somebody who looks exactly the way that you want them to look, they probably gonna have some other issue going on.
Oh
I
yeah, that's a
guarantee
fact.
you. I
That's a fact.
guarantee you. So it's not gonna work out the way you think it's gonna work out.
Right.
I agree.
It's that
So Ben,
80-20 rule, at least,
exactly. So Benji, what about you, man? I know when you were back out there dating and everything. You say you didn't have a type when we talked about this before. So do you think that you had a type, or that you had certain requirements that you were looking for that you just had to be kind of like, maybe I need to go away from that?
Well, I did have a type, but it never worked out. Like I like a short chick. Um, I like slim, thick girls, right? So long hair, it's that type of stuff, right? So they never worked out though.
You like a long hair, thick,
And
red bone?
I mean, Filipino, whatever it is, you get what I'm saying, right? But it never worked out. There was always some type of problem. And typically, what I found is when you find the person that is your type, if they usually use that to their advantage. If they know you're enamored with them, typically they use it to their advantage, and you find yourself overcompensating for your type, overlooking a lot of stuff that if you just playing it cool, you wouldn't really do that. So that was my issue, right? But I think at the moment when I was like, you know what, forget the type thing, let me just find the chick that's intelligent, smart. She can be a cool six. I'm solid with that. What she got going on with herself, how does she think, how does she reason. You start looking for less of the things that are of the physical traits. Now, I'm not saying you're looking for a booger wolf, but when you find you cool with a cool six, and if you blessed enough to find a lady that's a 7, 8, 9, what I'm saying, looks in the looks department, she don't need a. I never was a ton of makeup kind of cat. Cause I just say I need to be able to look over at you, kiss you. You get what I'm saying? While we
Yeah.
both, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to look over there and feel like, dang, this is a bad decision I made every time I roll over. But at the end of the day, like for me, that's kind of how it went for me. And once I got over that part, and found out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she is cute, but she's smart. Her intelligence makes her even more, you get what I'm saying? Worth looking at, worth dealing with. Oh, and you can handle money. Oh, and we can have this dope conversation. That's what changed the game for me. But that came along the line after kind of dealing with women in that space after a while. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people when they realize that looks is what's going to draw you in, but the other things that come along with it is what's going to actually keep you there.
facts.
And they
Yeah.
understand that concept, they'll be more apt to do that as they get older because when you're younger, you're shallow. You're usually more shallow when you're
Yeah.
younger. You're looking for those things, but the things you value change over time. So as you get older, you learn from your mistakes, hopefully, and you make better choices out here in these streets.
I mean, for us coming up, it was if Unc approved, she had to be Unc approved. You get what I'm saying? She had.
Man, if you really want to get into that, we ain't gonna get into it deep. We ain't Uncle approved because Uncle was trying to smash her too,
Yeah, I
so
was
we
Man,
about to
can't
say
be listening to Unc.
Uncle's just waiting for his time to shine.
Facts. Uncle was trying to smash too. He was trying to keep her around so he could shoot his shot eventually.
That's why she
fact.
was such a good pick. Good job,
Facts.
nephew.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that too because Thanksgiving is that time where folks bring they new dates and they new pieces around. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna talk about that. But before we get deeper into that, I want to pivot a little bit and go from folks searching for what I'm saying, the right mate to searching for a deal, right? Because Black Friday is coming up. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a big thing. Sometimes I ain't gonna even lie to you. People overlook Thanksgiving to talk about Black Friday and focus on Black Friday because it's people right now already scouting out what they're gonna buy, what kind of deals they gonna get. Y'all do y'all shop on Black Friday?
Heck yeah. I'm
Um,
finna go Christmas shopping right
Not
now.
anymore. I feel like the deals that they kind of hold throughout the week or like leading up to, some of them be the same. Like it be prices dropped and they kind of stay the same. Like you might find some hot deal maybe on something that didn't, but I don't. I think a lot of the stuff I want I have. So like I'll keep some
Yeah,
things. I'm not going in the store in the drama no more. I got some stuff in the carts that I'll go back to. Like, oh yeah, let me see if the price dropped on it. Didn't drop.
right.
I'm not getting it. I'm carrying on with life. I used to be out there.
Yeah.
We was
Yeah.
going. We was going. We had a plan. We had a list. I had a couple people with me. Like when I was younger, I for sure was in the madness. But I don't care too much for it. I'll see if some things I need in my cart is on sale. Outside of that, I ain't tripping.
Listen, my whole Christmas list gets done on Black Friday. I get everybody in that joint. Son, kids, children, grandbaby already, bikes. We getting it all. Like she want to buy, I already found it. It's like soon as Black Friday hit, boop, push the button, we clicking, we ready to roll. And the rest is seamless. Find the wife's boots. Oh, I can't say that out loud.
How about
You
that?
know
Well,
what I'm
dang,
saying?
if she watching, that's gone.
All of that. She in Bible study right now, so she good. But you get what I'm saying? All of it's done. Black Friday, bam, it's on and cracking. And all I gotta do is push the button. I'm good, and we out of there. But I need to find something for my son this year because I got him the PS5 last year, the Mortal Kombat, all that. I got to find something for him. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna up his cologne collection, Ken. So I need a couple. I need you to send a couple my way because I
Gotcha.
gave him the Gucci Guilty. You get what I'm saying, and he digs that. So I need to find both of my boys and get their cologne selection up because I'm tired of walking around. They smelling like Ross cologne. I ain't feeling
You
that
got
no
a
more.
gaming
Well,
chair?
hold on, but hold on though. I ain't gonna let you shoot that shot at Ross because Ross has some fire on
They
that
really
shelf.
do.
If you
They
know,
really
Okay,
do.
if you know fragrances, when you go in
okay,
Ross, you can really find some fire stuff sitting on that shelf for the low.
Hmm.
If you know what you're looking for.
all
So
right,
yeah, I
bet.
can't I can't let you shoot that dart at
Don't count
Ross
them
Okay,
like
out
that.
okay, I
at
dig it.
all.
I dig it. I dig it. But you get what I'm saying? I'm a simple guy. Like you give me my Gucci Guilty, I'll have that for a whole
You can
year.
find
Like
Gucci. I didn't seen
Yeah, I'm
Gucci
gonna say
Guilty,
Gucci
right?
Guilty on that shelf all day long in Ross for like
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
$35,
yeah,
34.99, something like that. So
Yeah.
easy
um
work.
yeah. So I mean, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like Trisha Michelle. When I was younger, especially when my kids were, my boys were little. Oh man, I'm in Black Friday every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the most. I'm getting TVs. I'm getting Power Wheels. I'm getting toys. I remember one Christmas, man. This lady, this lady was fire hot at me. It's the first time I ever felt like I might end up in a situation
Oh
because
no.
we they let you in there, they let you in Walmart a little early before they
Yep.
start the sale, and then they have these pallets of
Hmm.
different things that you can go up to, and they tell you don't touch them yet, or don't grab them yet until the time goes until 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or whatever it is that they start the sale. So I wanted to get a Power Wheels, big old box, and people were standing there with their baskets and stuff like that. So people were trying to figure out how to get the Power Wheels in their box and things. I mean, in the basket and things like that. But I'm a big guy. So when they said you could grab them, I walked past all those people while they were trying to figure out how to get the stuff in their basket and just picked up a Power Wheels and just walked off.
Oh wow.
And walked off with it. And I think the basket was like 3 or 4 hours away. So I just walked off with the box. So they were hot, boy. But it was one of those situations where she was like, "Hey, come back here. You took the box. We were gonna get that box." I'm like, "Man, y'all better get another one because I'm out of
Right.
here with them one." You know
Good
what I'm
day.
saying? But hey, you know what? It was adrenaline rush going in there
Yeah.
doing those sales because it was so many
Yes.
people. It was people running. It was people elbowing. It
Mhm.
was like people boxing out, like they in the paint in the basketball game to get deals, and it was
Yes.
crazy. But
Wow.
when you're young, you like it. Like now, I'm like, man, you couldn't pay me to go in there and do that no more,
Yeah,
man.
I'm not doing it. My niece, she what 30 now, but I forgot how old she was back then. But she kind of got a little stomped on, a little trampled a little bit at the
Wow.
opening
Okay.
of the doors. But it wasn't real bad or nothing. But took a little stumble and they didn't care. They gonna just run all over. So I think that might have been either right before the last time or my last Black Friday. Like I was just like, this is too much for me. And then I started feeling like the deals ain't even dealing. Like
Yeah,
stuff
they
wasn't
not.
really doing. It wasn't worth none of that. So I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, they put that what we call it. What my people say. They put that what my people say on Oh man. All right. Well, Benji, you'll love this next one up, man, because while you're out shopping, they always have these deals at restaurants because they know people are gonna be out shopping.
Oh
Nobody's
yeah.
cooking the day after Thanksgiving. Wendy's said they got you covered, Benji. Wendy's is offering us their 6-7 deal on Black Friday where you can get one small frosty for 67 cents. So Benji, we know you're going to get a frosty
I really did it.
on Black Friday. Well, we know we,
But
we,
not
we
for
know you're gonna go
67 cents.
not six,
Not
seven
67 cents.
cents.
Yes.
You gotta go Friday, Black Friday, and get that frosty, get your bubble gut on,
And
and
get
because that's what's
And
gonna
go to the
happen.
bathroom about 6, 7 times.
That's what's gonna
yes,
happen.
Lord. Yes,
You,
Lord.
what's it? The bubble gut roll you doing?
Yes,
That's the bubble
that's
gut roll. Listen. I had the wife scoop me up Frosty when she came home, and it was probably about 10 o'clock at night, and it didn't matter to me. I, I, I had me a Frosty about 10 o'clock at night. You get what I'm saying? I have been listen. I've been good. I've been laying off the sugar. I done lost some weight. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Doctor said I was 210. I done got way under that. We straight. We in there like swimwear, right? But I was not finna pass up a Wendy's Frosty, and I got chocolate joint, and I smashed it and went right back to sleep. So we're going to go get that 67-cent Frosty. I'm telling you. And listen, I found a Wendy's on my way home in the cut. Trisha Michelle, listen, you know where Cactus is in
Yeah.
Mobile, right? You know,
Yeah.
right across from the military base where
Yeah.
they just put the new Arc up.
Yeah.
It's a Wendy's right in the cut.
Is there?
Like right in the cut. And as I'm
Oh, you
going
know what?
up
Yeah.
the freeway, about
Yeah.
to hit the freeway, if I looked, I knew it was the Lord because
No, no, it was not the Lord.
I knew it was. I knew it was because I had never seen it before. And I glanced and something told me to look over on that side, and I looked over and I saw Wendy's. And I said, I'm finna go get me a Frosty. Right on my way. So 67 cents on Friday, I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna have me a Frosty.
Pull
See?
up and get that bubble gut on deck.
Bubble
Right. And
gut.
then you ain't even, you make sure you do it at the end of your shopping because, yeah.
I
Oh, he gonna
mean,
have to make a trip. He gonna have to make a pit stop at the crib. You eat that. You eat that frosty.
yeah,
Mhm.
the Frosty would do something reckless to your insides, but
I'm glad you are admitting.
it does. I go because I don't know what's in it.
I mean,
I
I
don't
just
know.
don't do anything that's dairy to begin with. So,
I
not,
mean,
not,
Oh
mm-mm.
man.
I just figured since I got the colonoscopy, I got a new colon. You know, it's clean to do
Oh,
that.
so
Saying,
F it. Just get another one. Huh?
I mean, you know what I'm
It
saying.
man gonna tear that new stomach up.
Lord, he sure is.
All right. So
67 cent though. I got to try the strawberry though, but I got to
yeah,
get the
it,
little Wendy's pass though. I got to get it.
You
yeah,
got to
Before
get
you
one
get
of those. They
gotta
they
get
they
one.
began selling them at the beginning of the year.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so yeah, but there's always, some deals and whether it be food, whether it be, items in the store or whatever, all these kind of deals going on, but all of it surrounding Thanksgiving, right? And the
Hmm.
main thing with Thanksgiving that we've always known, traditionally growing up, it wasn't the shopping, wasn't no Black Friday when we was growing up, it was the food.
Food.
It was being with your
Hmm.
family, you know what I'm saying, and getting together. So, reports say that Thanksgiving Day is the number one day for cooking fires in the US.
Wow.
People burning ish up on Thanksgiving, right? Cooking, tearing stuff up. And I think a uptick of that probably, happened when people start frying turkeys because
Yeah,
people
I agree.
Right.
burn ish up frying turkeys, people probably cooking and taking a nap and waking up to stuff, you know what I'm saying, burning up. It's crazy, but you know I mean, this what people do on Thanksgiving. They cook, right?
Right,
Whether they can cook or not, anybody can do the act of cooking. Whether it tastes good or not, now that's a different story.
right.
So
Now, listen, folks who can't cook, they just doesn't listen to their grandma. You know, they probably came up without, instructions, you know what I'm saying, in the kitchen. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. We got YouTube, we got robots, we got all kind of stuff out in today's society. Why y'all
go,
can't just watch the video and learn how to cook?
go to
Now you
ChatGPT and ask
know that
Yeah,
ChatGPT how to
you
cook
know that
dressing.
it's not that simple. Some
it's
people don't
not.
follow
But if you
directions and instructions easily. Some people a little dyslexic. Some things a little jumbled in
facts,
Reading
their head.
comprehension.
Some people,
facts,
yes,
facts,
comprehension. Like there's so
facts.
many levels to knowing how to cook. Just because there's a recipe doesn't mean you're gonna go ahead and execute it properly. It's just not for everybody. So that is
I
why
agree.
you can go ahead and order that turkey from Popeyes if you need occasion. That is why you can go ahead and get that ham from Honey Bake. That
Okay.
is why you can go ahead and order some of these sides pre-made, or you could just go ahead and take your family to the restaurant. Because
Yeah.
stop
I
burning stuff
agree.
down.
I
Stop.
I agree. But if you would have just listened to your grandmama, you know what I'm saying, before she fell over, you'd be all right, man. Come on now.
But you
Get
got
it together.
But you gotta understand though, bruh. Like
Before she
now,
fell over is crazy.
now,
I
now
mean,
you
it's
gotta
just inevitable.
you gotta understand though. Now a lot of these younger people, men and women, they grandmother is 50. You know what I'm saying? Our
33.
grandmothers was 70. So you know what I'm saying. It's a big difference, and these grandmas ain't grandmaing like they used
That's
to.
true.
You know,
That's
That's
like they
a
true.
used
fact.
to. So
Fam, I had a
They
buddy
too
of mine
busy
say
trying
the
to be high, be what is that?
grandma doing
Trending on
TikTok
TikTok.
videos.
trying to get
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
the
she doing
streets.
yeah,
TikTok
Fact.
videos.
I had a friend of mine say, "No wonder I know why you don't like Thanksgiving food. Your grandma 38." I was like,
Facts,
"Man, this is wild."
facts, facts.
see,
But
that's not a true. See, now we knock on wood because if I was to become a grandmother right now, I throw
But
down.
see,
yeah,
you listen.
So,
But see,
you,
you
but
listen to your mama and your grandmama and
I was just
them.
gonna say
You
you an
come from.
exception. You can
yeah, I was
You
in
get
the
what
cook.
I'm
kitchen.
saying?
I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
an exception because a lot
Even
of
your
these.
baby girl know how to cook,
Yeah,
so they pay attention.
about to make that young
These,
lemon meringue from scratch.
Yeah, see, they don't
ooh,
do that. You know what I'm
with
saying?
the
Like they
frosted
don't.
top,
The
looking
only
Mm,
like
thing they
cool hair.
the only thing they
mm.
know about scratching is scratching themselves because they probably
That.
itching from some of the stuff they can got out there in the street. They don't know
Oh,
about no cooking from scratch.
oh.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
and on that note,
But you know what another thing I saw a random fact that I saw while perusing social media is that approximately 46 million turkeys are consumed on Thanksgiving every year. And
I can
my
see that.
question is, where they get all these turkeys from? Are they making them in labs? My
They
God,
got.
Let me
46
tell you,
million turkeys.
I seen about last month some wild turkeys around. I ain't never seen them again since then.
Oh
So
yeah,
they might have went to the store.
they've been stocked up. They've been
I
stocked
seen
up
them. I swear, because I'm in
premium.
Norco, so there's a lot of like farmland and so I
Yeah, yeah,
thought they were this ladies because they were literally like they was crossing the road out nearby her thing. So I'm like, hey, your turkeys or whatever, if they're yours, they're out. And she's like, oh no, they're wild. I never seen them again, and I promise you, they on the shelf.
oh
Somebody
yeah,
has them.
guaranteed,
Like they
guaranteed.
are gone. They have never been spotted again.
Out of North. Oh yeah, yeah. Them
You
was picked up. Them was scooped up. Yeah,
you gotta
no doubt.
imagine how the turkeys feel though. Like the turkeys probably feel like they having a rapture every year, because everybody gets gone around the same
Yeah.
time. There's only a
Larry,
few of them left. There's only a few
Larry,
of them. Yeah, they just look up and they like, oh man, everybody gone. The rapture didn't happen, so they
the
having a
hom-
rapture
Yeah.
every year.
the homie Larry in the
Man.
stove cooking like a mug. I could tell from his birthmark on the back of his
But
foot.
they spend, I'm probably sure, all year, each year, generating hormone and all this other stuff, creating these turkeys for us because they know how much is consumed. So they prepare all
Oh
year for
yeah,
Right,
these clone turkeys.
right.
that could be true. Now that
It's very
right
true.
there is the clone turkey. They clone the Tyrone type turkeys out here.
It's a fact.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that might be definitely what's going on out here in these streets.
Now
Hmm,
the
interesting.
CEO of Campbell literally said he has 3D printed meat
Yeah,
in his soup and has been doing it for forever.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
So,
poor
crazy.
buddy is under fire now.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
All right. So with Thanksgiving only being a few days away, a couple days away now, families be getting together, doing little kickbacks, they eating or whatever. But another question I had is, what happened? Right? You remember when we was younger, like we would get together with our family members and our cousins and grandmother
Mhm.
and aunties, and it was all love and it was all fun. Folks don't really do that no more, man.
Folks broke nowadays, man. They ain't got money to
You think that's
travel.
why?
I don't think
Well,
it's broke.
a lot of it is um a lot of the old school grandmothers kept a lot of things together. And I think that now that that generation is slowly, passing away, kids don't um, look into family like that anymore. I
Hmm.
think our kids are becoming more robotic than I think we like to really think, and they just don't. They ain't feeling a lot of stuff that we felt growing up, like kicking it with your cousins, being around this, coming to the table, eating food, and a lot of times it's just you don't want to kick it with some of these folks because they be they be outrageous, and folks got beefs. Folks be holding grudges, and there just be a lot going on, man. Like I still hold grudges against my folks from back there because they still doing stupid stuff, man. Like it's just, man. I don't even want to. I was like, man, I don't even want to fool with that no more. But I mean, I think the grandmothers, the passing of the grandmothers, kind of hurts a lot when it comes to that department.
Yeah.
I think yes, there's a lot of. I agree with a lot of things that you said. I do believe that it is this generation, the younger generation, for sure. There's a lot of trauma, a lot of
Yeah,
pain. So from that, our older generation, the '80s and things like that, they have unknown things that they pass down to our parents, which in
right,
turn have treated and passed down to their kids. So there's this disconnect that just keeps getting
right,
bigger and bigger. So then when the glue passes, slowly things start falling off because
right,
there's so many people from my age and younger that for them family is who they made, like who they made family versus who shares the same blood as them,
right.
because of what they've been through, such pain, such hurt, so much trauma that they have from their actual family. So they're more likely to hang out with their family they created versus their actual family because they
Yeah,
just don't see eye to eye with them anymore and they just don't feel the way that they feel, which is unfortunate. But we've gotten away from that because there's just a lot of healing that needs to happen. There's a lot of
right,
self-reflection, therapy, all kind of stuff. This generation right now has been through a lot, and so much to the point where they have lost the value in marriage, family, relationship. A lot of stuff, value has been lost in the
right.
things that were very valuable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I think
crazy.
that's very well said because that's exactly what it is. I think they just don't value the relationships, the connections that we did, and it's weird too because me and Benji were talking about this earlier. How kids will do things like watch TV and be on their phone at the same time, and they tend to do the same thing when they're in the presence of other people. Like when
Right.
we went to
Mhm.
grandma's house, when we got there, we may have had some toys that we brought with us, but generally we had to play with our cousins because there was nothing else.
Yeah.
There was nothing else distracting us, right?
Yeah.
So their interaction with those people, with your aunts and uncles and things like that, that they had to happen because that's all you had to do. These
Yeah.
kids now will go to a relative's house and sit there on the couch and just scroll through their phone and won't say anything to anybody, won't
Right.
interact. Yet you got to tell them to get up and what I'm saying, go in there where your cousins are, go in there and make sure you go in there and speak and things like that. So it's just way different now with social media, and it's not just the kids. You have some adults that do the same exact thing that are socially awkward now, especially
Right.
after the pandemic, when they
Yeah.
go into group settings where they just are not interacting with people. So it's just a different day and time, man, and I think we can get back to some of the things that we experienced when we were young, but we just have to make sure that we're purposely what I'm saying, doing things with intent and putting things
Yeah.
out there for our kids to see and for them to experience. And there's going to be some angst there. There's going to be some time where the kids are going to be like, well, I don't want to do that. Why are you making me do
Right.
this? But
Mhm.
when they become adults and they look back, then they'll understand that this is why mom, dad had me doing this. This is why they pushed this, because they wanted me to have a different experience. So
Right.
Right.
so yeah, man, I think we definitely have to make an effort to show our kids at least some of what we experience so they can understand why we hold it in such high regard.
Right.
All right. So we still talking about Thanksgiving, so let's play a game. Right? And I came up with a list of the top 5 things that you are guaranteed to see on Thanksgiving, right?
Hmm.
So, okay, y'all chime in on these bad boys. All right. So, number 5, um, turkey, ham, mac and cheese. When you go to somebody's house to eat, you got to have those 3 things. If Thanksgiving dinner doesn't have those 3 things, I'm not sure that Thanksgiving dinner is going to be on point. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Disagree.
Talk to me.
Because I gotta have some catfish. I only need the turkey. I ain't ate turkey in God knows how long. So I mean, but mac and cheese, greens, gotta have it. But the turkey, I don't even float with it. Like it tastes like turkey tastes like something that don't drink water. Like
Well,
it
that's
just is.
because you've had turkey done wrong. That's what that sounds like to me, sir.
I mean, I just never felt it. It don't
Sound
take it
like you had
just.
a bunch of dry turkey to me.
Yeah.
And so folks start frying the turkey, and I'm like, all right, but I still ain't gonna eat it. I don't care. Give me some fried catfish, and I'll be straight.
All right, well, catfish. What about you, Trish Michelle?
Traditional Thanksgiving, yeah. If it doesn't have all that, then it's not. What are you having?
Yeah, yeah. So that's
So
why
I
I'm.
mean, that's the whole
Yeah,
point. Like those turkeys, sure you can. I don't even know you can really find them like that throughout the rest of the year. So yeah, holiday season really out here in our stores. Um, so this is when you're supposed to have it. So what's the point?
yeah. So you got to have those. Those are mainstays. Benji say not really for him. Catfish, I understand. Catfish is always a go. But yeah, to me, you got to have turkey, ham, mac and cheese. Those three things, especially in the black community, those are staples when you go to
Yeah,
have Thanksgiving dinner. All right. So the next thing on the list, number 4, is a relative showing up with a new girlfriend or boyfriend or quote unquote friend. That's always interesting at family functions on Thanksgiving because if you go to, Big Mama house or Auntie house and a large portion of your family is going to be there, somebody is going to show up with a new boyfriend, girlfriend, or quote unquote friend.
Hmm.
And that's going to be part of the talk of, what I'm saying, the gathering because when you walk in, you're looking at everybody, you're shaking everybody's hand, you're giving daps, you're giving hugs, and then you're looking at this person like, who this is?
Yeah, I was there when I met my wife,
Yeah,
and it was funny because we started talking around November,
mm,
going out like late October, and then here comes November, and it's like, dang, like show up. You gonna go to Thanksgiving and go meet my parents? And I'm like, and I remember you talked about this. I didn't like to meet parents because I didn't want to meet her parents because I was, kind of, I was like, if they ugly, then I'm leaving. I'm just being honest, bro. Like I'm like, that was my thing. I was like, if your parents is like, you know what I'm saying, they young, in their 60s, but they sickly, like, and then they ugly. I'm like, because they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So I was scared. I was like, I don't want to be no parents. Then I met my wife's parents, and they kind of eased my heart a little bit because they up in age, but they ain't sickly. They ain't looking around looking crazy, silly, whatever. It's like they 80 something. They still get up and they move. So I was like, all right, this was cool. All right, but I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? Who is this new dude? So there we go.
yeah, I think that's a weird space to be in. Trish Michelle, talk to me.
I mean, I'll be in it. My little sister has told me yesterday that she'll be having someone that she's been talking to that is out here visiting some of his family in Cali. So he will be coming by. And I said,
Mm.
Oh,
oh. And I didn't ask no
oh,
questions because I'm gonna have all of them when they arrive.
they're
Because you
right.
want to bring someone to my house,
Do
and
you
I,
got your
like I
list
said, I
already?
told y'all that's my sister slash daughter, basically.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So I got questions. Who are you? Where'd you come from? Why are you here? What's your intentions? That
Hmm.
stuff.
Mhm.
You
What
know,
if he ugly?
that's not my
Are you
problem.
going?
I'm gonna tell her though. I'm gonna be like, you sure? I'm like, so you think he's fine, right? You think he's cute? Okay, cool. And if she
Hey,
said, yeah, I'm leaving it alone. That's not for me. That's not for me because my fine ain't the same as the next person's fine. So that's
No.
not for me
You
to
gonna
commit.
be in the back of your head like this nigga ugly, but you gonna play it cool. You gonna keep
No,
it.
I'll
You gonna
tell her.
keep it
If
playing.
somebody is absolutely ugly, I will tell her to the side, like, hey, I won't say like this is ugly as heck, but I will ask her if she's satisfied with physical appearance. And if she tells me yes, well, we have totally different tastes. She'll date a white man and I won't. So
Oh, so it's a
so
possibility that a brother from the mountains of Caucasus could pull up.
that's absolutely fine though. I don't
Oh,
care. I don't mind.
I
We
mean,
already right here.
I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm gonna say it's a
But
problem. I'm gonna say it's a problem.
but
I'm
I mean,
just saying.
she just will and I won't. So
Oh,
so
look at
therefore I have no say in that one. I don't. What's white fine is I don't know. That's whatever it is for her. So
Oh, this could get quite interesting. So we're gonna have some tea later on, just a little bit. I know you
a
can't
little
spill
sip
all of
sip.
it.
I'm gonna message y'all like this.
And he
See,
it's gonna be
see, this
interesting.
is this is the terrible part because my family's terrible. I'm gonna tell you, on my mom's side, my
Yeah,
family's terrible,
yeah,
absolutely terrible. If you're the person that shows up and you're dating, on my mom's side, I got a lot of girl cousins, so
right,
Mm.
they were always bringing a guy,
Oh, yeah.
to Big Mama's house, showing up. So my uncles are very rigid. They're old
right,
school.
right.
They don't bite their tongue. They gon' hey,
What's
young
going
man,
on with you?
come over here right quick.
Let me
They gonna
holler
call
at
you
you.
out. Yeah, they gonna want to holler at you. And
Mm-hmm.
my uncles are very, very wild. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my Uncle Pro, man. He would tell you, weird stuff. He'd be like, "Yeah, man, them shoes you got on, boy. Them some shoes you got on." I'm like, it's hey, man. Like
That sound like my dad.
you don't even know this guy. Like he just
Right.
walked up and you already own him. Like he'll ask somebody, so how much you weigh? How much you weigh? I'm like, bro, you just asking these dudes. But I also have another uncle who will, say things like, man, you got a hell of a side profile, bruh, bruh.
Not a
Like
side profile.
you got a hell of a side profile. I've heard him tell a young man that, and
Yeah.
it wasn't good. But that's the risk that you run. Showing
Right.
up at a family function, especially Thanksgiving, with somebody new, with
Mm.
Yeah.
somebody that they haven't met before. So they're gonna get the third degree, and
Mm-hmm.
that's to be expected. So I've
Well,
been
she
in that.
popping up. My brother's gonna be here, and my dad lives here. So
Yeah,
Right.
well,
Oh,
I think for from a guy's standpoint, I've been in that standpoint before where I showed up to my wife's family and I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
and my
And,
dad is not nice.
I was like, I don't know what they gonna say or what the reception is gonna be, but it was cool and everybody was cool and they've been cool since. So I was blessed in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? They were like, you know what I'm saying? They were really cool. So I guess I'm not that ugly. Maybe a little bit, but not completely. My side profile, all right. So they let me slide. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it was all good. But another thing that's next on the list that is also going to get critiqued is the fashion. You
Mm.
can't get up on Thanksgiving and go to nobody's dinner without getting fly, right? Everybody that shows up to dinner is gonna show up dressed to impress. If you got something that you got on that's not up to par, you're
Somebody gonna
probably gonna
roast
get
you.
roasted. You're probably gonna get
Yeah.
roasted.
I prefer people to show up comfy to mine. We comfy.
That's what I was
No,
just
you
about to
could be
say.
comfortable, but it better be
You still
matching.
gotta
Like
be cool.
you
Yeah,
can't
you
be
can't don't come in your pajamas and don't come in
Right.
looking like you need a shower. But
Right.
yeah.
please be comfy cute.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely be comfortable so
I
we can
like
chill.
that.
Now,
Comfy
because
cute.
you
I
pop in
like
with the
that.
fur coat and the skirt on and the boots, I'm be like, what is you doing?
Well, I mean, some people gonna do that
Put the
because
coat in the
they
closet, put the boots off because you can't have no shoes in my house and sit your tail down. So
dang
all
them
of that
water
for
boots
nothing.
and can't even strut
All
around
of
in
that for
them.
nothing. Like come in your slides and your Crocs because your shoes can't even be worn in my house.
Right.
Oh man, yeah. So they might need to consider that. Might need to consider
Mm-mm.
that.
Don't do too much over here.
Yeah, facts. So the top two things are definitely staples in the black community. The number two is folks playing dominoes or spades. At some
Right.
point during that
Gotta break it
time
out.
that you all together, somebody's gonna bring out dominoes. Somebody's gonna bring out some cards. Might
Got
not be
to.
spades. It might be Uno. It might be something. You know what I'm saying? Bid whist. It might be something else. But they gonna play some cards and some dominoes for sure.
Facts. Got
Yeah.
got to break out the games. Cannot can unless unless folks drink it a little bit too much. You got to be careful in that department. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to have some.
That's gonna make it come out even more. The game's
I
just coming
know.
out.
I know the game's coming out. But you know what I'm saying? Just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because folks be drinking. Unc can't hold his liquor. You get what I'm saying? He gonna start cussing, and then Grandma gonna have to slap him because you know what I'm saying. He doing too much at Big Mama's house. But.
Oh
Hopefully,
yeah.
folks act right this year.
Well, the number one thing on this list isn't the number one thing as a whole, but
Hmm.
I said this one is a funny one to me because Thanksgivings are always that time where you see that cousin that you ain't seen in forever that just
Mm-hmm.
shows up magically, and
Yeah.
usually that person has had some extenuating circumstances generally, and one of those extenuating circumstances is usually jail. Or
Right.
when we were younger, my mom used to tell us that our cousins were gone to school; they were off at school.
Right.
So we were like,
Vacation.
yeah, we were like, where's so and so? She'd be like, oh, they off at school,
He
and
in
we
the
were like, huh?
military.
Yeah, nah, they wasn't off at. They wasn't at Penn State. They was at the state pen.
State pen, right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he went to Penn State.
Yeah, all right, yeah, Penn State, all right, but
Yep.
but it's always that when you have those family gatherings, like your cousins you ain't seen in a while, somebody's gonna show up that you're like, dang, I ain't seen him or her in a minute. Where they been at? They just
Right.
magically appear because you know what? Food brings people out.
Facts.
They won't
They
come around
do.
no other time, but when that food, especially free food, and that's another thing I want to talk about too before we wrap up is about those people who come to dinner and they always want to take to go plates.
They don't bring nothing. They don't contribute, and they
Ain't
take to go places,
bring
and they don't
nothing.
even come on time, and they
Ain't
leaving
bring
early.
nothing. And you know what? Have the audacity to have Tupperware in the car.
I
Mm,
mean,
They said, "Don't worry,
when you, when
I
you
got to
cook like
stay."
I got a
when you
plate.
cook like Big Mama used to cook, all that food, she ain't gonna eat it, so she gonna give it away to somebody anyway.
I'm not gonna lie, I am that type. I'm like, I don't. My fridge, like,
Yeah,
please take a
please
lot.
take this stuff. Please
Look,
take it. Yeah. And she probably called them and told, there was a baby on the low. Baby, come get some of this food and take some of this to the,
back home to your kids and your
you know what I'm saying?
whoever and
Yeah, you get what I'm
your
saying?
friends and your
I know that little crackhead down the street. I know him. He still live over there with you. He's still down there. Come
yeah.
tell him to take him a couple plates and tell him mama sent that to him. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna tell you,
You know our mamas were sweet like
and
that.
I'm gonna tell you though, I'm people who know my grandmother in Waco, rest in peace to my big mama. That's exactly who she was, bro.
Yeah,
She gonna
Mhm.
invite everybody to the house.
yeah,
Everybody come get some food.
yeah.
It be folks over there that's shout out to my auntie, man. Her ex boyfriend will come over there with his new girlfriend,
Pulling
bruh.
plates like a mug.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
not even
ain't
gonna lie. That's me with my daughter's dad family. They be like, "Are y'all coming?" And I went for years, and after a while, I'm like, "All right," because they would the great grandma like, "I don't care, you still my granddaughter." So we
Right,
both
right,
there
right,
with our new people, and it's a whole thing.
hey
right, right.
my auntie ex boyfriend pull up with his new wife and leave with about 4 plates.
4 plates, yeah.
Leave with about 4 plates, boy.
That's still
Shout
my
out to
baby.
him. Hey man,
That's still my baby.
no,
Grandma,
ain't still his baby, but he want that food. He coming for that
He's a
vittles. He
I'm talking about grandmama.
man, he don't care about none of that. He
he
coming
just
for
want
that
that. He
get
said
food.
that
that
food
food.
good, and he know where the good food at, and he need a couple
Facts.
of them plates.
He know
I
my
agree.
grandfather gonna fire that smoker up, and all the
Hmm.
meat gonna be smoked, and he know that what I'm saying, it's gonna go
Gonna
down.
be lit.
And there's so many people in that house, ain't nobody really gonna really say too much, but we see him. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
see what's going on. And but yeah, but I'll say this. It's usually the brokest person that leaves with the most food. Like the person, like you said, who
I
brought
agree.
nothing
I would agree.
or contributed the least, leaves with the most. And I'll say this. I absolutely hate when people that didn't bring anything come in and make plates, take a plate to the car, and then come back and fix a plate to eat there. I see that all too often. Not just at family functions of mine, but I've been in other people's
It's
house and I've
overall,
seen
right.
people do that. I'm like, why? Are you this greedy that you're gonna come in, fix a to go plate, take it to your car, and then come in and fix a plate and sit
And then
down and
eat.
eat? That's
Folks
They
been
wild.
don't, because
eating.
they don't want to. That what happened is they done left the plate a few times, and that they done made and accidentally forgot to take it with them. So they said they gonna take that one to the car first because they're not leaving it this time. They're not going down bad. Then they're
Fact.
gonna come back in and eat.
And
Sometimes people
folks
watch your
been
plate
eating.
and steal it.
And you know, folks been
That
eating
too.
fast food all year, so they finally getting some real food.
Man,
They look,
I'll tell
they
you,
got that for work tomorrow. If they got work the next day, they got there's a
some
bunch of
people
stuff.
some people that scattered out that plate. They saw you fix it. They saw you sit it down. They saw you put the foil on it. And as soon as you turned your back, got them out of
Facts,
there.
facts.
Out of there, boy. You saved them some time. But, before we wrap up, man, we got to go to the land of low money, man. We got to fire that ride up and take a trip to the land of
Right?
brokenness, man, with our broke chronicles, because that's what we do here. We talk about, I'm saying, a little bit of broke
It
chronicles.
used to be.
All right.
Little bro.
So, my question today with the broke chronicles is I need each of you to tell me, if your funds are low on Thanksgiving, what's the best thing you can bring to contribute to Thanksgiving dinner? Trish Michelle, what can you bring if your funds are low
Oh,
that
that's
people
easy
not
work.
gonna roast you? That you can bring that people gonna like, all right, that's
I
what's
mean,
up.
honestly, if my funds is low, you can make candy yams for cheap.
Yeah, easy
Like
work.
easy work. Candy yams, you could $10, $15 max. You can make candy yams easily.
Hmm,
Facts.
okay.
Like
Cornbread for me.
oh yeah, yeah. Like there's you can really make some things. Yeah. Oh, and if
Get
it's
you
really
some,
bad, I'm gonna just bring a couple of cans of that cranberry sauce.
or get you some black eyed peas, crock pot them joints. You get what I'm saying? Some
You
northern
know, he talking
beans.
about that because he eat the fish, the
Oh
fried
yeah,
fish.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
So you,
saying, it's just it's easy work. You get you some cornbread. You know what I'm saying? That's eggs, bread. You know, Jiffy. You know what I'm saying? You get two of them joints for $1. I mean, probably not no more, but you used to get them for a
About
quarter
dollar
back in
fifty.
the
About
day.
$1.50. I think they
mhm.
Yeah,
75 cents a
yeah.
box or something like that.
You know what I'm saying? You get you about, get you about four of them, four, six of them joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get you your milk, get your, you know what I'm saying? You buy your little carton of eggs back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Eggs wasn't as expensive as they are now. You walk out there with $20. You know what I'm saying? And you in there like swimwear. You done made, and if you make it proper, Big Mama ain't gonna do nothing but use it for the dressing anyway. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? So,
Yep. All those are good, but I'm gonna tell you my go-to would be Hawaiian rolls. You can't go wrong with Hawaiian rolls.
oh,
I don't
okay.
care what you're
I,
eating.
Actually,
Go ahead.
I don't eat them. I do not like them.
what?
That's what I'm saying. You one of the few, because Hawaiian rolls go
They
off.
fine.
They go
I know my
off
daughter
at an
loved them
event.
so
Like,
much too.
you bring some Hawaiian rolls, that package be empty so fast.
Yeah,
Fact.
I don't eat them.
You
What?
don't eat Hawaiian rolls?
I prefer
You don't
either
use
the
them as sliders, no nothing.
no. Well, now that they made the butter ones, I don't like the Hawaiian sweet rolls, but I will do the
Okay.
Hawaiian butter ones now. Those are
Mm.
fine. I just don't like that sweet. That's
On the bread?
no. I rather eat Texas rolls, Texas Roadhouse rolls if I'm gonna go for sweet.
Mm.
Like that's it's that's too sweet for me. I do the famous little dinner rolls that they like to do around this time, and I'll do those, or else I'll get the yeast rolls and make them in the oven and butter garlic them up too. But I just don't like that sweet like that. Not that Hawaiian sweet. I don't know what that sweet is. I don't
Oh.
like it.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard somebody say they don't like Hawaiian sweet roll. That's interesting. That's
And
interesting.
you know
But
what's
I
what?
but I
What's
get it.
funny?
Yeah, I'm
If I
kind
grab
of
my group of friends, there's probably about 10 of them that don't like it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm kind of shook on that. You don't like Hawaiian rolls?
Yeah. And my
Yeah.
daughter hates it. She's so sad for her because I'm
Dang.
not buying
Because
a
if you
whole
got your
roll, a whole pack for just one kid.
All
because if
right.
you buy
Well,
you a little rotisserie chicken joint, cut that up.
Oh, I know.
Hawaiian
We just
roll, throw
always
a
use
little
the buttery
barbecue
ones.
sauce on it, and you done.
Buttery ones.
That's quick work.
yeah, the
Yeah, the
buttery
buttery
one's
ones.
fire too. The buttery
Dang.
one's fire too.
The
Shout out.
buttery ones are great.
Yeah.
That's where it stops.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Mm,
Well, you
mm.
could buy you could get you a packet of butter ones too, and it's cheap, and people gon' because I'm gonna tell you what, people. I don't care how much money you have. If you have low money, you have almost no money. If you want to contribute, don't buy off-brand items when you go into a
Yeah.
family dinner or dinner where
A
everybody else is
function.
gonna be,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
rolling up with Dr. Thunder ain't gonna cut it with most people. I don't care. I'll drink a Dr. Thunder or whatever.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
I will too.
I say you
Lightning.
just gotta ask.
But you know, it's a common thing that they talk about. I've seen it on social media all the time. Don't come up to my function with no Dr. Thunder.
Cause pull up to my house with the Shasta, we good. Pull up
Yeah,
with
I
the
mean, I,
like we good.
I mean, as
I don't
long as it's
care.
on
Plus,
ice, as long as we get it cold,
yeah,
it don't matter to
they be
me.
acting
So
like it don't taste good. Like quit playing.
man, it don't bother me. So hey, more power to them. But yeah, at least make it look like you made an attempt at trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Dope when you show up to a family function or an event and you got to bring something. You know what I'm saying? Don't show up empty handed.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Offer at least. Cause then if you
yeah,
ain't got it and they say, no, you good, baby. Look, your bank account get to stay at $2. You good.
facts,
You ain't got to overdraft.
facts, because you might need to put that $2 in the gas tank.
Yeah. Or you might want to ask grandma if you can stay the night because the money hit at midnight.
Right.
All right, so before we get up out of here, I want to give my people an opportunity to say something to y'all before we go into this Thanksgiving holiday. So Trisha Michelle, talk to the people.
So we were talking about just, family not really being family around this time. And I think that a lot of people have lost a lot of people and then they just getting away from the
Yeah.
family thing. Sometimes you gotta be that. So it's okay to step up and be the person that brings everyone together.
Right.
That's me. I'm stepping up and bringing them together so they can still have what they used to, and it's okay to be that and create a new tradition. I understand it's hard during this time, and you getting your thoughts and you getting your feelings and emotions and things, and that's okay. But sometimes the best part about it is creating a new tradition that mimics or mirrors something that that person would have been doing if they were still here. So that's what I gotta say. And you can find me on social media everywhere, Trisha Michelle underscore TM, YouTube, Instagram, all over the place, TikTok. And of course, if you ain't here on Tuesdays, then I don't know what you're looking for me for.
Facts. All right.
Facts.
Yeah. Dope. That's very dope. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that 110,000%, man. That's dope, Trisha Michelle. Yeah, I really like that. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. Talk to the people, my guy.
Man, y'all know what's going on, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up Five Session Podcast. Always pulling up on us. Shout out to the live shows. We drifting back into the live joint, so we appreciate that. Um, Ken always putting the shout out to Ken though. We got to do this. Shout out to Ken though for producing these joints, man. I know y'all saw the intro. I know y'all saw the you see it live, the whole nine, everything. It's so dope from the music to the production. Shout out to Fam for putting that together. But I wanted to say this because this came across my timeline, and I kind of got interested in it and did a little bit more research on it. Mackenzie Scott has donated over 1 billion to HBCUs since 2020, and I was reading an article today on uh, a great influence in her life was Toni Morrison. So, and those of you who know Toni Morrison and her speeches and so forth and so on, and how pro black and all of that she was, amazing speaker, right? I wanted to do this because this was interesting when I looked up. It says her donations, which have been distributed in several large waves, have gone to over 100 HBCUs. So shout out to Mackenzie Scott being the philanthropist that she is. I thought
Yeah,
that
she's
was
dope.
actually pretty dope because, as you know what I'm saying, HBCUs are so dope as far as schools, the education you get. I actually wish to God I would have went to an HBCU. So I'm kind of glad that my youngest son wants to actually go to an HBCU. And those of you who are familiar with HBCUs know people fund them all the time, but this is more of a recent one. So shout out to her again, Mackenzie Scott. And y'all know where you can find me, Benji Banks, Instagram, Facebook, at my shop, at the new restaurant, at the church, whatever. We all over the place, but we doing our thing out here. So stay tuned. Keep following.
Facts. Well, big shout out to y'all, man, for putting the people on to some knowledge. Echoing what Trisha Michelle said, I'll say this: be the change you want to see. right? Stop
Yeah.
waiting for other people to do it and you do it. Right. And that
Mhm.
goes for all aspects of life, not just Thanksgiving. Take it beyond Thanksgiving. Every aspect of your life, the things you want to see,
Mhm.
the things you want to see change in this world, you start it, you spark it. You know what I'm saying? And then, if it doesn't work out for you, that's fine. But you tried, right?
Yeah.
You gave it the old college try, as they say. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop sitting around and waiting for other people to do it. You do it yourself. Get it yourself, man. And
That's a
shout out
fact.
to Benji for talking about your HBCUs because your boy's an HBCU product,
Right,
and the
right.
experience is like no other.
Yeah.
I've been to PWIs, I've been to many different schools, and I'm a grad of a HBCU, and I can tell you firsthand the experience is like no other. So pick the school that fits you the best. But you know what I'm saying, hey, at least try to visit an HBCU, to see the campus, to see what life is like there, to walk the yard and meet the people, and to hopefully you can get to a HBCU homecoming, so you can get a real feel for when the alumni come back and how things really go around there. So I mean, shout out to all the HBCUs out there, man, because I mean,
Yes.
they growing and building some big things and sending some remarkable people out into this world, man. They're doing great things. So, shout out to all the HBCUs. Y'all can catch
Yeah.
me at Big Ken on Fire on all social media platforms. If you're on Facebook, just type in Big Ken. I'll pop right up because I'm the only one on that thing. Uh, you know, Thanksgiving.
Pause.
I mean, it's pause for you because your mind thinking like that. You know what
You
I'm
get off
saying?
that thing.
Well, he might can't get off that thing.
That's the problem. See,
I
it's
ain't
bigger
hey,
full.
than that.
I ain't
hey,
full. I ain't
yo,
full of. Hey yo,
hey, yo,
wait,
hey,
You the one on it.
yo,
hey, man. But hey,
yo,
hey. All right.
yo. That was wild. That was insane. Insanity. It's all right though. Yo, pause.
All right.
Welcome
Pause.
back. Welcome back.
Multiple pauses.
All right. Well, we gonna go get up out of here, y'all. You've been rocking with Trish Michelle, Big Benji Banks, and Big Ken. The Fire Session. The fire doesn't stop here. Catch us on the next episode with more heat. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next session. Thank you
Yeah.
for your support. Until next time, stay lit. Happy Thanksgiving. It's the Fire Session.
Yeah.
Peace.